Stay close.
Não vou aqui não.
Add Astra.
Não. Não. Que? Nada falando. Trabalho por comida. Se tivesse opção de pular, não tô com muita paciência. Vou cair. Que condimento assim. Bem, deixa eu tirar isso aqui. Tá incomodando.
Star Snatch Cliff is known for its views.
I guess I'll post a commission at the Adventurers Guild.
Ai.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Ah, pra onde que eu vou? Ah, peraí, não é aqui não. Pô, nada a ver, nada a ver. Ah, agora foi. Acho que tá alto aqui, então vou baixar um pouco. Ah, já? Bom, 3 vezes, né? Caraca, com um botão eu posso fazer isso tudo. Pelo menos. Cara, tem que deixar tudo pra um dia só. Ainda bem que eu deixei 2. Não, peraí, errei. Cebola, cara. Não muda a ordem. Agora que eu falei mudou. Esse aqui. Três receitas, 3 vezes. Não, tem que fazer isso outro jeito. Não esqueça com os outros. É, tá certo. 2, 2. Tá.
Should I choose?
He, he. It's been getting quite busy recently.
Não, não vem aqui não. É o que? Quando o personagem diminui, libera uma onda de choque. Na real. Isso deixa depois. Fazer só agora. Deixa eu ver.
This realm is true.
Ah, não tem nada. É só por causa do... Ah, é aqui. É aqui que eu tenho que ver. Ah, esqueci. Deixa eu guardar.
If you ever
Sussu. Ah, deixa eu ver.
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Força. O que tem aqui, né? Acho que eu deixei de fazer uma coisa aqui. Dá uma olhada ali. Ou eu deixei de tirar depois que fiz. Lá para... Pera aí. Chega devagarinho que ele tá dormindo. Ah, pelo amor de Deus, né, então.
You are not welcome here.
Too easy. Buckle up.
Is that all you can do?
Come a little closer.
Deu certo.
Now you're testing my patience.
You're exposed. Let's get it on.
Let's end this now.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Blitz.
Vai pra frente. 28 ali.
Again.
Eu acho que a ideia é vir pra ajudar a Lisa também. Peraí. Ah, tá. Ainda bem que ele tinha guardado. Bora, mano.
Finally, some target practice.
Finalmente, né?
Buckle up. Ha, too easy.
Surrender and be gentle.
You're dead meat. Stretch your wings and raise a storm. Pin them down. Where do you think we shall prevail? Propagate.
Nossa, o que é dar?
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
Ha, too easy. Let's get it on. Ha!
Será que não?
Propagate. Goodbye. But we'll meet again.
I'll keep this close.
Ih, tem outro lá. Pô, achei que aquela estrela tava andando assim. Caraca, lá no alto, parece mesmo. Ah, eu acho que não tá não. Deixa eu ver. Ah, dá pra ir por aqui, eu tô dando uma volta. Ué, só chegar?
I'll keep this close.
Tá bom. Agora eu posso tirar aquele marcador. Esse lugar aqui. Peraí. Peraí. Pra onde? Pro lado de cá, pô. Caraca, tem que comer alguma coisa. Não, você gosta de outra coisa. Quase, hein? Será que tem mais? Cadê a música do... Ah, tá. Ah, o bichinho. Ó, um tiro aqui. Você quer fazer o quê? É, rodimento da receita. Tem essa, é o sabor de qualquer prato. Que presente é esse? Acho que não tem nada aqui não. Ah, já viu, já era.
You're exposed. Ha! Hit. Ha!
Hup, hip, here.
Achei que eu tinha visto. Gol Kiko, velho. O que você não achava? Olha o outro boca aberta. Legal. Ué. Caraca, posso nem olhar o lugar.
Buckle up. Spring forth.
Bora.
Pin them down.
Come a little closer.
Cuida não.
Too easy. Grant us your blessing. Scatter.
Isso é uma coisa aqui atrás. Sobrou um aqui, eu nem vi. Baúzinho aqui. Não vou nem me arriscar. Peraí. Pra você não ver. adianta, a Lisa. Ela não tem mira. Será que daqui, ó? Não.
You're exposed.
É pra ter testado uma coisa. Deixa eu tirar esse negócio aqui. Aqui não tem mais nada. Aqui tem alguma coisa? Estou... Deixa eu ver aqui. Eu tenho que terminar de upar Dory. Dory, tem Fazendo. Mudar. Eu só vou mudar ele.
Time to get down to business.
Deixa eu mudar outra vez. Deixa eu ver aqui. Ah, eu vou botar ela.
What exactly is teamwork?
Vou mudar. Cadê? É. Eu acho que ela não tá boa. Ela não tá boa. Apesar de estar pra cá 1800, 100 e poucos de eficiência, o talento tá como? Vou tentar usar ela.
I'm Aloy. Ready for the hunt.
Só pra ver como é que ela fica a constituição. Deixa a mãe aí na frente. Eu queria saber lugar.
By ordinance divine.
Puta merda.
Manifest.
Vai com calma.
This'll pack a punch.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
Gloves off.
Take your true form.
Só assim mesmo.
My blade.
This is a new one. Got something for ya.
Look alive.
Spirit blade. Attack.
Caraca, também não ajuda em nada.
Buckle up.
My will embodied. This'll pack a punch.
A touch of frost, from whence you came.
The hunt is on.
Não, calma aí.
Look alive.
Transfiguration. Got something for ya.
Ó, pedrona. No crítico. É isso aqui eu vou guardar. Isso é a realidade. Tá dando, deixa eu ver a cara. Vê legalzinho. Bora, Eloy. A parte boa dela é que ela ataca rápido, cara. Ah, tem um bichinho pra brincar aí, então. Ela já não corre tão rápido.
Obey! Ever seen one of these?
12? Esperança?
This is a new one.
22. Tem pouca coisa, mas já ajudou. Só o de fogo mesmo que tira. Tem mais um, né? Aqui. Outro vai dar não.
Got something for ya. Let's get it on! Manifest!
Não podeu fazer nada. Legal a luz no cantinho perto do baú. Acho que a flecha dela não... não tem um efeito. Acho que dá pra voltar já. A arma dela só tem o quê? Ó, tá com 900, que deu aumento. Mas é por causa do... Por causa do dano crowd, né? Aumenta o dano do ataque normal carregado em 10% por 6 segundos. Ele pode ser no máximo 2 acúmulos. Quando equipado por ela, aumenta esse ataque. Botei esses dois aqui de cryo e... Só que... não, dei mole. Aqui era pra estar com aquele outro. Cadê? Não sei nem onde eu tô. Pra estar com esse daqui, ó. Fecha um pouquinho, mano. Mas era esse aqui mesmo que eu queria. Esse aqui é cryo, né? Isso, deixa eu ver aqui. Tônico crítico 10, proficiência. Doença a vida toda. Mas deixa eu ver aqui, só tem outro. Veneno. Para. Vida, ataque. Vida, ataque. Se tivesse desse cryo ia ser bom. Ataque, cryo. Aqui, ó. Guardando cryo. Bem taxa. Quanto de dano. O físico também eu acho que vai ser uma boa pra ela. Acho que quando ela explode o cryo vai ser bom. Veneno. Deixa eu vir daqui pra frente. O Kaia tá como aqui? Tá dando cry, mas... vai fazer o quê? Shone tá dando cry aqui, só que tá com... que melhorar isso aí, a cálice dele. Hydro aqui, deixa aqui. Ameno. Acabou. Então deixa quieto, então. A proficiência caiu porque eu troquei o negócio. A proficiência estava boa. Vai ser difícil achar uma outra peça dessa. Fantástica. Achei. Deixa eu ver se consigo upar ela. Destrocando essa daqui. Não. Deixa eu pegar essa daqui de volta. Essa aqui é proficiência. A única coisa boa que tem aqui é proficiência e o ataque. se eu jogo pra essa daqui. Vamos lá, dano crítico. Poxa, 2 vezes, né? Dano crítico e ataque. Podia vir, dano crítico com proficiência. Algum dos 3, dano crítico com proficiência. Por ver dano crítico e ataque. Perfeito. Perfeito. Nunca te pedi nada. Um pouquinho, será que dá? Não chega. Tá bom, tá bom. Já me ajudou a 1990. Perdi mais proficiência ainda, mas aumentou um pouquinho o dano. Mesmo assim, bem pouco. Volta pra lá ver se melhorou esse dano.
This thing is fun.
Cryo incarnate! Take your true form!
Swift and merciful. Spirit blade. Attack! One with my blade.
This'll pack a punch. The hunt is on.
Transfiguration!
From whence you came.
Buckle up. You're dead meat.
Aqui não bate em lugar nenhum, né?
My will and... Ever seen one of these?
You're stuck now.
37, aí aumentou sim. Muito elevado. Pouco mais foi. Eu vou botar dano físico nela, cara. Quando ela joga essa flecha normal, tem mais vontade de botar dano físico. Só que esse dano crítico aqui é que me mata. Tenho vontade de deixar o dano crítico aqui. Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Se eu achar outra peça de dano físico que tenha dano crítico bom, eu vou mudar. Deixa eu ver se tem aqui que eu não reparei. Acho que dano físico não tem. Deixa eu ver aqui. Esse aqui é a mesma, né? Tem uma parada que eu acho que é a de Hydro, né? Ah, Hydro é mesmo, não tem mais não. Deixa eu botar esse aqui. Esse aqui, acho que agora vai dar. Não, calma aí, vai dar sim. Ó. Cadê a... Caramba, tem que achar esse troco aqui dela. Tinha que ter um local onde mostrar assim. Pera aí, tô com 16. Tem que achar essas plantas.
Come on. Enough standing around. Let's keep moving.
Tá bom, vou botar outra equipe já. Na próxima tu volta. Deixa eu ver. Pelo menos já gastei as paradas. Aqui tem alguma coisa, não tô lembrando o que é. Deixa eu vir pra cá. Parece que eu vi uma coisa ali. É, tem mesmo. É que eu deixo guardado. Deixa eu ver aqui. Tem essa pequena também.
I'll lead the way. Follow me.
Ainda falta tudo. Ah, não, já é sábado, não dá. Vou botar essa daqui, peraí, calma. Vou botar essa daqui mesmo. O artefato tá fraco. Quase não sei.
Peace and good health should be enjoyed by all. If I can provide everyone with a life such as this, I will be content.
Não veio? Tá bom. Eu tenho quase certeza que já fez isso. Mas deve ser outra coisa. É outra.
I am right by your side. But if you're still nervous, just take my hand.
Olha que bonitinho. Estão cozinhando os slimes. Peraí, será que eu fiz isso aqui? Mas pra onde que vai ser isso aqui? Nossa, eu não venho aqui. Eu acho que ali dentro tem alguma coisa. Tenho quase certeza. Tinha nem reparado que esse cara tava aqui.
Look alive.
try not to enjoy this too much.
Ready, go! You play! You're up! Yeah! Over here!
Too easy.
Don't be such a brute.
You're exposed.
Stay put!
Buckle up.
You really know how to get me going.
Pô, tá uma merda isso aqui, hein?
Too easy. We shall prevail.
Let me amuse myself.
Let's get it on.
Don't be scared! Ha!
You're in for a little shock.
You're exposed.
You asked for it. Go get it! Over here!
Blink!
Até que me incomoda mais do que
Closer.
faz alguma coisa.
Let me amuse
Que
myself.
droga.
Too easy.
E o outro ali? Ah, me viu. Outro te viu. Caraca, tem outro?
Buckle up. Raise us your blessing.
Let's spark things up a little.
Pin them down. Too easy.
You're in for a little shock.
You're exposed.
You play here!
Pin them down. Gloves off.
Ah, pega assim mesmo.
Too easy. Hear my prayer.
Don't be scared! Ready, go!
Come a little closer.
Vai, eu vi ali. Sumiu e apareceu. Pô, como é que eu vou? Não tem nem como mais. Caraca, eu vou cair no meio desses dois aqui, tá doido. Deixa eu me afastar um pouco.
Yeah!
Deixa eu botar ela.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
Então, mano.
It is as the stars foretold.
Eu tentando botar um arqueiro, eu acabei esquecendo. Caraca. E você?
Come on, don't keep me waiting.
Chegando a hora ainda de te mudar.
Everyone hold hands. Sharing my knowledge. Look alive.
Opa!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Pô, a Lisa, ela não é ruim, só que ela precisa de uma situação com ela. Tipo assim, demora muito pra ter um suportezinho. Vem pra cá, vou fazer essa parada aqui. O outro. Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu botar o zero.
Sooner we're done, the better.
Come a little closer.
Let's get it on!
Make yourself a home. Hey,
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Judgment!
assim ficou legal. Eu acho. Maneiro. Eu vou terminar aquela história lá da... Eu tô tentando terminar faz tempo. Cadê? Aqui na cidade, né? Se vai dar... Se eu consigo terminar. Caveira. Olha ele lá.
Dino! We got news for you. What the smugglers are really after is a chance to research the Court of Desolation. They are hosting an auction in the desert to sell canned knowledge about those ruins.
The Court of Desolation. I won't ask how you came by this intel, but is it reliable?
We also heard that the Court of Desolation contains treasures from the time of King Deshret. Is that true?
Partially. It was a secret place built by a dark sect from the age of King Deshret. The ruins do contain treasures, but the place is also rife with unknown dangers. According to past research, one must forfeit their life as the price of entering. They are not some ordinary ruins.
Opa, mano, salvei.
So the academia has strictly prohibited any related research. However, if they are using the canned knowledge as a way to move information and recruit researchers, then I suppose your conclusion does hold some validity. Less in recent years, but there are always those who attempt to do so. Both, after all, legends claim that whoever obtains the treasures inside can see beyond life and death.
Ressuscitar os mortos. Eita, calma aí.
Resurrect the dead.
O equipamento que for capaz de habitar o exterior com isolação poderá ver além da vida e da morte, até ressuscitar os mortos.
Death is often the greatest grievance for many people. Though they're fully aware that the chance of these rumors being true are slim, they hold tight to such fantasies and pursue them regardless.
Eles se apegam a essa fantasia e dão tudo assim, isso é verdade. Fazendo farm, gosto. Não, acabou com a resina já. Eu tô enrolando pra tentar terminar essa missão do sino aqui. Já faz tempo porque a história tá muito devagar. Aí eu tô tentando fazer esse parte dele aqui agora que eu terminei com a resina. Mas eu tô de boa. Valeu mesmo. Como é que tu tá aí? Tu tá esperando alguém? Tu tá esperando o Baizu? O Baizu não pretendo pegar não. pretendo pegar ele não. O Cavé eu acho interessante, mas eu acho que eu talvez não tente pegar ele também não, porque eu tô tentando focar nos que eu tenho aqui pra guardar gema. Tentei pegar o Mika, não veio. Dei mais de 40 tiros, não veio. Aí deixei pra lá. Pô, o boneco 4 estrelas é mais difícil do que 5. Tem gente que dá sorte, conseguiu. Tem um amigo meu que conseguiu 3. C3, conseguiu 4 dele, né? Entendeu? Então, pô, azar é comigo mesmo. E eu queria ele pra caramba, eu farmei tudo pra ele.
That's why some continue to research it, regardless of it being a restricted subject. On top of that, it's hard to track the source of information contained in canned knowledge. Do you know where the auction is taking place? Good. We'll go investigate. But before that, we'll have to get rid of these people tailing us.
Okay.
People tailing us?
That's right. Let's begin to leave town and see what happens. I'm sure they'll reveal themselves as soon as we make a move. Don't worry. I'll make short work of them.
That's
Levou a Rosária.
but we can lend a hand too, you know.
Rosária, o pessoal tá achando que tá sendo a mais sutil possível. A Rosária já viu, já se cuidou. O cara, nada a ver. Deixa eu ver só onde é. Aqui na frente. Eita. Ih, tem um negocinho ali, ó. Mais importante isso aqui.
I see everything.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Ó, acerta. Isso. Vizinho. Ah, tá aqui.
That felt pretty good.
Tá acabando minha comida aqui de emergência. Não! Toda hora. Eu vou rápido, eu. Então, calma aí, deixa eu mudar a coisa aqui. Era bolinho de arroz, bolinho de arroz tá acabando. Minhas preocupações. Quanto é esse aqui? 700? Pô. Já que eu tô aqui, eu vou ter. Deixa eu jogar na areia. Isso. Tá bom. Será que tem mais? Acho que daqui não é não.
Hold it right there. Heading to the desert, are we? I would think twice if I were you.
Huh? Who are you?
That doesn't matter. All you need to know is that someone wishes to inform you that it's not too late to turn back. You must be Sino. I've heard a lot about you. You've got quite a reputation. But this time you're in over your head. Unless you turn around right now, I'm afraid that even you won't return unscathed. And as for you two, why bother sticking your noses in trouble that doesn't even concern you?
That's right! We won't just sit back and do nothing!
Ha! Have you really thought it through? You're not just doing this for recognition, are you, Sino? My employer said that he's willing to compromise as long as you just walk away. He could, for example, reduce the amount of canned knowledge on the market. On top of that, he's willing to give you a cut of the profit. So you see, you get both Mora and a boost to your reputation. I can't think of a reason why you would pass that up.
Is that so? Well, I can't think of a reason why I'd accept. I've heard enough. Get out of my way.
Sorry, no can do. We're getting paid to ensure you disappear. Since you won't turn back willingly, then we're gonna have to make you go back.
Como é que ele vai estar agora? Tá com a arma dele? Tá só 3?
New punt.
Tem que vir muito, hein? Tem que vir muito. 130. Acho que o meu já tá melhor. Deixa eu ver, pera aí. Tirando a taxa, né? Ó, a taxa tá 101 e a dano 130. O dano poderia ser um pouco melhor. Deixa eu ver como é que tá o meu. O meu, em relação ao dano, tá muito melhor. Mas a taxa tá lá embaixo. Se eu tivesse com 60 de taxa, não é bom. Vai essa arma. Se eu tivesse essa arma, caraca. Aqui, ó, 44,1. Deixa eu só comparar com a minha. Realmente, se eu tivesse a arma dele, pô, estaria um pouquinho a mais. Ué, ele bota no ritual. Eu queria saber. Pior que a constelação dele é boa, cara. Aumenta 10% por 4 segundos o dano elétrico. Tá bom, né? Não.
Let's spark things up a little.
Tem que vir mais, tem que vir mais.
The Temple of Wisdom. I see everything. I see a star. Everyone hold hands.
You're in for a little shock.
Look alive! You can't run!
Nowhere to run!
Grow, grow, grow.
Regret.
Não deu nem tempo. Não deu nem tempo. Isso que não deu um enrolê.
This doesn't change anything. You're in over your head, Sino. There will be others coming for you. You'll regret it.
Os outros.
Let's get out of here.
No need. Even if we apprehend them, there'll be little information to gain.
É.
I apologize for bringing you into this dangerous mess. Just being associated with me will inevitably cause you to become targets as well. You should be careful from now on. Sleep with one eye open.
Wait,
Realmente.
hold on. There's no way anyone could sleep without closing their eyes.
Ninguém consegue ver os olhos.
Right?
You'd be surprised. Anyway, just be careful. Mercenaries are never quick to forget. In their line of work, even a single failure is bad for reputation. They may even stay hidden in some dark corner for a very long time, waiting for the right moment to ambush you.
Esse tipo de coisa acontece.
They'll do anything to... Yes. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was carrying out a mission with one of my superiors. I didn't have much experience at the time, and I let my guard down after we had closed the case. We ended up... My superior was injured while protecting me, and we struggled to gain control of the situation. I've become more vigilant ever since.
Whoa. Who could have seen that coming? Was he okay?
He survived with a fractured wrist. It took 2 months for him to recover. But luckily, there weren't any further complications. Last year, he transferred to an administrative role for personal reasons, and no longer participates in live missions. His name is Taj Radkani, a very well-respected Matra. You'll have the... Anyway. Our mission will be dangerous. I'm already used to such grueling conditions, but I don't want to see you two get hurt.
Don't worry, Paimon will stay alert. We'll see danger coming a mile away.
Good. Don't worry. It won't be long till we're at the bottom of this. And once this is all over, I'll sweep away any other hidden dangers.
Ele deve achar o Batman. Entendi, tem que ir lá pra cima. Só que eu joguei a parada, mas não foi. Olha aquela pessoa ali. O pessoal quer jogar Homem-Aranha aqui nesse jogo, né? Ih, cara, foi mal.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Committed to memory.
Caraca, o bicho foi tão baixinho. Pera aí, o negócio é pra... Ah, é pra baixo. Tá. Deixa eu ver isso aqui. Pera aí, não, é aqui mesmo. 8, 6, 5, 9. Nenhum completei ainda.
So hot. If only there was some shade for us to cool off under.
We still have a long way to go, so you'll need to hang in there for a while longer.
Okay. But don't you feel hot too, Sino?
Sim.
Of course, but I'm accustomed to these conditions.
Care to share any tips? Paimon's about to melt away.
Just try to stay focused. Use your willpower to support your mind. The moment you start to give in is when you'll feel more tired. Take one step after another. Don't let your mind perceive your body's limitations. We must get somewhere safe before we can relax.
Okay, if you say so. But where would be a more safe place to rest? Paimon thinks this is a perfectly safe place to stop. Just look around, it's just sand and desert. There aren't any monsters for miles around. Oh, where did these scorpions come from?
Watch out. Something's not right about them.
É, como assim, gente? Escorpião.
Come a little closer.
Well, Paimon really didn't expect to see those here.
Those weren't just normal scorpions. See? There are marked numbers on their pincers. They were raised by someone. Someone doesn't want us to show up at the auction. These scorpions were sent to keep us away. We are surrounded by desert as far as the eye can see. If we were killed out here... No.
This place is super dangerous. Good thing we didn't let our guard down.
Something's not right. There are no roads in the desert. So how could they know where we are? Stay still.
Que isso?
Here's the answer. They must have planted this on you.
Huh? What is it?
A miniature tracking device made by the Ksharawar. They can use this to discern your approximate location. But this device wasn't licensed for mass production. Where did they get it? Could someone from the Sharwar also be involved?
Whoa! Paimon never knew that kind of thing even existed! Why would it be on her?
They probably planted it on the Traveler during our fight with the mercenaries earlier. It was a frantic fight. It's only natural you didn't notice the device.
Well, good thing you were able to find it, Sino. Now let's get rid of it.
No. Hold on to it for now. It might still be useful for us. Let's keep heading to the auction. It would be dangerous to linger here any longer.
Ah, pelo amor de Deus.
Hey!
You're in for a little shock.
Hit!
This might hurt a little. They're back again! How many of them are there?
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Tô vendo mais que dela. Noventa e três. Tá.
Is this where the auction is? Yeah, not a single soul. Maybe they're on break right now or something.
We didn't waste any time getting here after we defeated those mercenaries. They shouldn't have been able to give any warning of our arrival. But even so, they still knew we were coming. Someone here must have been watching the tracker and warned everyone to clear out.
Aw, what should we do now?
We searched the area. They couldn't have moved all the knowledge capsules so quickly. There might still be something left for us to find.
All right, let's take a good look around the area.
Olha o bichinho.
Did you find anything?
No, nothing in particular.
It's possible there weren't many knowledge capsules containing info about the Court of Desolation, so they carried those off. But don't worry. I have another idea. You two start heading back the way we came. Come back and meet me here after some time has passed. I'm sure something will come up by then. They packed up in a hurry and didn't have time to carry off all their goods. They won't just leave them here. Once they think we've left the premises, they'll be back to pick up their belongings. We just need to make sure the tracker goes far enough from here to make them assume that it's safe to come back.
Oh, Paimon gets it. We'll lure them out because they'll think we've left. Okay, we'll start heading away and leave this place to you.
Yes, and don't worry. If they dare to return, I'll make sure they stay.
falta muito, ainda falta.
Ugh, so tired. We've probably gone far enough now, right? Further? But Paimon can't go another step. How about we rest? It's probably about time for us to head back to... Let's go. Maybe Sino's finally found some leads.
Ah, não acredito, vou ter que pegar.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Hey,
A new punching today.
sharing my knowledge.
Buckle up!
Where do you think you're going?
Try not to enjoy this too much.
I'll be back.
Excelente.
What do you think, cutie?
Pior que eu nem parei pra pensar aqui. Uma coroazinha nela, né? É, a Mika não veio, então. Depois eu pego isso aqui. Ver se vai aumentar esse dano dela.
Oh, looks like Sino caught someone. So you're the bad guy behind all this, aren't ya? All right, tell Paimon everything you know.
I didn't act immediately when he showed up. Rather, I laid low and observed for a while instead. He is not the primary instigator, but he is most likely one of the more important dealers here. Am I right?
Yes, impressive. You certainly live up to your reputation, Sino. If I had any idea you were still around, I wouldn't have gotten so greedy.
Huh? Greedy? What do you mean by that?
Once everyone knew you were coming, all the canned knowledge dealers abandoned their goods and fled at once. Obviously, there wasn't time to pack up everything. Since all the goods were just left here unsupervised, I thought I'd use the opportunity to come back and take what I could. You know, free merchandise is good business, but I suppose there's no use explaining it now.
You must know who's manufacturing and selling the canned knowledge, correct? Will you tell us willingly? Or do I need to make you talk?
No, I'll talk. But before that, perhaps we can take the conversation elsewhere? If we stay here, chances are that someone will see me with you. That would put both me and my family in danger.
All right. Where do you suggest we go?
How about my home in Aru Village? It should be safe there.
Fine. Let's head out. You can throw away the tracker now, traveler.
Listen, buddy, you better not try to trick us.
Come on now. Do you really think I'd try to pull anything under Sino's watch? Seriously, what can I even do?
Keep me company for a while. There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Vem por aqui. Tudo passa por aqui. Ah, vou pegar aquelas bostas ali que tá precisando. Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu ver. Não, não é aqui não. Aqui. Eu só tenho 300 e pouco, 721. Vou pegar mais.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
A Lisa fica melhor com a Deia. Deia e Nareda. Pega até esse pedacinho aqui, só pra... Pera aí. É, aqui embaixo. Ah, tá.
Dad, you're back.
Pai.
Oh, we have guests?
Hello.
Hi there.
This is my daughter, Seeming. She can be a little shy of strangers. Why don't you run along now, dear? Dad needs to talk with our guests.
Oh, okay.
Everyone knows Sino in our business, but let me ask, who are you two?
Paimon is Paimon, and this is the
To be honest, I really didn't expect to see Sino, the lone operator, working with any partners. When I saw the tracker start moving away, I assumed you had decided to just go back empty-handed. But even though you caught me, I'd still urge you to stop while you still can. You should abandon this investigation.
Why is that?
Everything from the manufacturing of canned knowledge to the sales and even splitting the profits. Every step of the process involves dozens, if not hundreds of people. Massive profits have brought everyone together in this business. Everyone will try their best to defend this industry that we've worked to build. It will be a long and difficult fight, even for you, Sino. And even if you manage to win in the end, no one will thank you. If anything, you yourself might even feel remorse.
Everyone has their own reasons for what they do. I don't have to explain mine.
Here's some tea, Dad. And for the guests, too.
Right. I forgot to offer tea to our guests. Thank you.
Don't mention it. And, I should tell you that our tea tastes kind of bitter, but I put some sugar in to make it a little tastier.
Ué,
That's my girl. Do we still have any sugar left?
acho que eu já
If
entendi.
not, I'll buy some more next time.
Yes, we do. Okay. I'm
Tá
gonna
muito
go have a
estranho.
rest
Eu
now.
também tava olhando. Tá muito estranho.
Didn't you say that everyone's in it for the massive profits? That sure doesn't seem to be the case for you.
Actually, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I was hoping to ask you for a favor. My daughter was born with a chronic disease, so she has a relatively weak heart and lungs. Even slightly strenuous exercise can cause her to faint and prove to be a life-threatening risk. That's why she never really had any friends to play with, and why she locks herself up in her room most of the time. She has to take lots of medicine, and it doesn't come cheap. As for me, I was just an average merchant. I would wake up early and travel all around to make a profit. But the Mora was still nowhere near enough. I could only watch my daughter's health deteriorate day by day. Until one day, someone reached out and showed me a way to really make a profit.
Selling canned knowledge.
That's right. With all the Mora I made, I could finally afford medical treatment for my daughter. Nothing made me happier than seeing her get better. There are many others like me. Smuggling canned knowledge might seem like an unforgivable crime to you, but to us, it's a means of survival. I wanted to tell you all this so that maybe you could understand and change your mind. Please, stay out of this, Sino. Give us a way to survive.
Oh no. That means that if we prevent the sale of canned knowledge, his daughter will...
Achei o negócio ali muito,
I must
muito
get
bom
to the
ter olhado.
truth.
Caraca.
I can find someone to help treat your child, but I cannot turn a blind eye to the smuggling. These are two
verdade.
completely different issues.
I somehow knew you would say that. But having your word to help my daughter is enough for me. Since you insist on continuing the investigation, you should have a look around the back of my home. You'll find some goods I received just recently. I think everything will become clear to you once you see them.
Tá muito estranho. Será que ali foi?
Whoa.
Ah tá, e aqui
Look
é
at all
fora.
of this.
Yes, all neatly packed away and organized in boxes. To think that this is only one dealer's worth. Small producers couldn't possibly support such a large quantity of goods. Could the academia have a hand in this? But such a volume of goods wouldn't be able to slip through inspection.
Huh? Look! These seem different from the other knowledge capsules we've seen. Maybe they contain knowledge about the Court of Desolation.
Yes, that would make sense. Wait, what's this? Yes, it's a Matra seal. indicating that the goods have passed Matra inspection.
Entendi.
I started to suspect that someone in the academia might be involved when I found the tracker earlier. But how they could ship so much canned knowledge out of the academia was still a mystery. The pieces have now all fallen into place. With this Matra seal, goods can leave the academia without undergoing a second inspection. No wonder they don't want me to investigate. It turns out that a Matra is behind this. Even I find it hard to believe. Could I ask you for a favor, Traveler? Since all this canned knowledge came from the academia, then it's highly likely that the knowledge regarding the Court of Desolation originated from research files stored within the academia. If we can enter the repository, we can find out who accessed these files. But, considering my current status, if I suddenly show up at the academia now, it will only draw unnecessary attention. You'll need to be the one who checks the records. I'll write a letter to Nabil, and he'll take you there.
Sure thing! Leave it to us!
I'll also keep working here in the meantime. Although our leads are all currently pointing to someone within the academia, it's obvious that they also have power outside of it. We can get more information on other dealers from Bahari. I'll stay here and make some preparations. You can come find me anytime if you uncover more info.
Onde é que tá? Ali. 41.000, isso aí. Olha, tem caixa aqui, ainda bem que eu deixei pra depois. Aquele cara ali é novo.
Everyone hold hands!
Só eu pegar essa parada lá. Aí eu volto pra terminar isso aqui, calma aí. É desse lado de cá. Cadê? Acho que essa parte aqui. Pera aí, é ali mesmo. Deixa eu ver. Ah, agora tá acabando. Beleza, beleza. Acho que quando a Miko voltar, eu vou tentar pegar mandamento pra ela. Dando que eu tiver mais. Deixa eu ver aqui. Que vai ser esse? Ah, aqui, ó.
What do you think, cutie?
Chama ele ao som. Isso aqui. Diagrama. Passo a passo, né? Aqui, ó. Não é nada demais. E pra que tanta pecinha também que fica criando, né? aqui, falta aqui. Será que eu tenho que voltar no mesmo lugar pra pegar? É o que tá aparecendo. Peraí, deixa eu voltar. Ah, tá lá já. Voltando pra cidade? É.
Hello, we meet again. Have you managed to find Sino? If so, how's he doing? I read the letter, and must admit that I hadn't expected things to be so serious. Sorry. Had I known it would be so dangerous, I never would have gotten you two involved.
It's alright. We wanted to help Sino too.
I can tell that he really trusts you. The research files stored away in the restricted repository are far from ordinary. Everything there is essentially about dangerous research that's forbidden by the academia. Even I don't usually have authorization to enter, but with this letter from Sino, it shouldn't be a problem. That's right. Granted, the academia is very supportive when it comes to research. They encourage scholars to conduct all kinds of studies. However, some forms of research have proven to be so dangerous that the Matra have to step in and put a stop to them. Normally, after some particular research becomes prohibited, but some information may be retained as a record to warn later researchers. Such information is kept in the restricted repository. Follow me, I'll show you. Hopefully, we'll find the answers that Sino is looking for.
The restricted repository? Sounds kinda dangerous. We'd better keep an eye out.
Deixa eu ver esse aqui. A cura dela de taxa. De dano. Mas eu quero mudar esse aqui. O quão difícil eu pegar esse aqui, né? Esse aqui é o problema. É muita defesa. Tem que ter um pouco de proficiência e taxa também. É difícil demais para esse aqui. Beleza, eu peguei esse aqui de dano energético, também não tá nada bom. Deixa eu ver se tem outro aqui. Eu acho que não tem. Isso aqui é tudo água, veneno. Acho que eu já olhei isso aqui. Aqui hidro também, veneno. Não, tô procurando era cryo, né? Agora elétrico. Acho que elétrico não tem também. Cryo aqui. Físico. Tá dando físico aqui, eu tava procurando pra Eloy e não achei. Agora tá aqui. Ah, aqui tem esses dois aqui. Aqui também tem que mudar, né? Muita defesa, caramba. Se bem que ela precisa de defesa mesmo. Não tem mais nada não. É, lá embaixo.
Okay, I understand. Since Sino is vouching for you, I suppose we can trust you. You may browse the information regarding the Court of Desolation. Ask me if you have any questions, but I'd suggest avoiding any other research files. Sometimes the less you know, the better.
É só acabar essa parte e iniciar essa live. A história demora muito.
Huh. So this is the restricted repository. I never thought I'd see the inside of it. This is a first for both you and me.
There are many who do not openly converse with others within the academia. But even so, there are very few who I feel could be trusted with a real secret. Sino happens to be one of them. Even though he's no longer in the academia, I still trust him. And that goes for anyone he trusts as well. The files are over there. Just make it quick.
Manual de interpretações que está registrado sobre um pesquisador, Mar-verick, que foi sozinho. Ah não, pode ser aqui. Foi preso por decifrar documentos proibidos, entendi. Aqui. Dados de pesquisa como de mecânica. Aqui está registrado sobre um pesquisador Tamad, que foi expulso da academia após toda a forma de vida mecânica. Tem sido aquele outro que apareceu na outra quest lá do Alhaitan. Tenta ler. Pesquisa sobre a corte de isolação dos últimos 10 anos tem constantemente aumentado. Mesmo após a repetida proibição, pesquisadores que estudam a história da corte de isolação passam principalmente por 3 estágios: descoberta, investigação, fanatismo. O primeiro estágio dessa pesquisa permanece em uma fase de descoberta relativamente básica, causando pouco ou nenhum mal, resultando de uma descoberta para mostrar o que o tesouro relacionado à vida e à morte pode estar escondido dentro de uma corte de isolação. Isso também é onde o rumor de trazer os mortos de volta à vida se origina. A segunda fase inicial vem a prolongada fase de investigação. Todos os documentos relacionados ao local da corte de isolação são, na melhor das hipóteses, vagos. Como resultado, a estrutura nunca foi realmente descoberta. Muitos pesquisadores esgotam seus recursos para realizar busca no deserto. Vale a pena encontrar algumas tabuletas de pedra remanescentes com palavras "entrar em corte de isolação custa a vida de alguém". 2 interpretações diferentes na frase surgiram rapidamente. Alguns acreditam que custa a vida de alguém a chave para entrar corte, pode ser isolação, enquanto outros afirmam que esse era o requerimento para a corte aparecer. Como a corte de isolação nunca foi descoberta, a segunda opinião gradualmente dominou como principal teoria. Como resultado, muitos pesquisadores enlouqueceram em tempo, tomado pelo desejo fervente de fazer a corte de isolação aparecer. Eles tentaram sacrificar suas vidas. A pesquisa relevante se tornou cada vez mais perigosa e foi eventualmente banida. Mas mesmo depois disso, muitos estudiosos da academia continuaram suas pesquisas secretamente. Foi preciso que 7 acadêmicos, incluindo Murtado, Radicane, fossem presos para que as pesquisas sobre as cortes de isolação entrassem mais uma vez em um período de estagnação.
Whoa, there's a lot to read here.
Realmente.
Have you found anything yet?
Murtada.
Huh. It reminds Paimon of Sino's former partner.
Ah, é?
His former partner? That would be Taj Radkani.
Isso, é isso aí.
But you're not far off. Murtada Radkani was Taj's only son.
Ah, tá. É o sobrenome.
What? Taj's son went to prison for researching the Court of Desolation?
Why do you sound so surprised? You're a Matra, aren't you?
It's just that they arrested him in secret, so it was never publicly known. All I knew was that Taj's son was taken to prison. It's not just me. I bet even Sino didn't know about it.
No. Unfortunately, there isn't. He took his own life not long after he went to prison.
Caramba.
You've heard about Taj, right? I know Nabil has. Every Matra knows him. I would say he's probably pushing 50 this year, which makes him one of the most experienced Matra. He is a man of integrity and honesty, and has made countless achievements. His reputation goes back a long way now. He used to be Sino's only partner. Taj is also skilled with the polearm, so the two of them used to practice together when they weren't out on a mission.
Ah, right. I heard Sino mention that before. But one day, Taj suddenly decided to retire from active duty and transfer to an administrative position. I wonder if it had anything to do with the Mortada incident.
Taj was already very well known by the time Mortada was born. So when Mortada came to study at the Academia, everyone had high expectations of him. He had to face a lot of pressure. Then he had an unpleasant dispute with his father, but they were eventually able to work things out. Not long after they had reconciled, Mortada was caught studying the Court of Desolation. Taj arrested his son and put him behind bars. He begged for leniency, but Taj wouldn't agree. Shortly after, Mortada slit his own throat with the pieces of a broken bowl. By the time Taj arrived at the scene, it was already too late. He never had a last chance to see his son.
Não mostra mais fala dos assuntos, né?
Since then, Taj has been periodically coming to the repository. He'll hold the files from his son's research with a remorseful look on his face. I guess that's why he chose to move to administrative work.
I had no idea that happened. That must be really hard for Taj. I've never...
That's awful. Paimon feels terrible now. Are you okay, Traveler?
Wait, don't tell me you're starting to suspect Taj now. Impossible. Taj would never do that. I mean, yes, he does have a big reputation and has access to some... But this is Taj we're talking about. He would never do anything against regulations. Never.
But if you claim that the canned knowledge was originating from the Academia, then Taj is indeed a suspect. Because he was the only one who could have recently gone through research files about the Court of Desolation. There are so many files about those ruins that it would be difficult to restart any research, since the 7 original researchers were put behind bars. It's hard enough just trying to make sense of these files. However, if the files were made into canned knowledge, they could be understood immediately. By doing so, one could restart the research outside the Academia without anyone ever noticing.
But even so...
According to the legends, the treasures inside the Court of Desolation could allow someone to see beyond life and death. Or even bring the dead back to life, right? Though I don't really believe Taj would ever try to do something like that. I'm just telling you what I know. It's the job of the Matra to find the truth and track down criminals. Do you have any questions? If not, it'd be best if you would leave now.
Paimon's kinda confused. What should we do from here?
Oh, now that I think about it, Sino suspected that the canned knowledge was coming from within the Academia, right? There's no way so many boxes could ever get through without drawing any attention. Maybe we could try asking people around the gate of the Academia and see what we can find. Don't worry, Tosh. I won't let your reputation be tarnished.
Alrighty then, let's go ask around.
Deixa eu só ver o que eu falo.
Do you have any other questions?
Não, achei que ia falar alguma coisa. Como eu acho que não vai dar pra entrar de novo, tô só olhando. Então tá.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh. Well, yes, but isn't that pretty normal? The academia consumes so many resources each day, everything from cooking ingredients, raw materials, even equipment for experiments. It's normal for goods to be coming in and out.
Right, but we're looking for shipments with a Matra seal. Have you seen any like that?
That I'm not too sure of. I normally wouldn't notice whether the goods have any seals or not. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Welcome to the Academia. Welcome to the Academia. Welcome to the Academia.
The daylight hours really drag on.
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
No, not that I'm aware of. Perhaps you could ask someone else?
Excuse me, have you seen any large shipments of goods leaving the academia recently?
Huh? Why do you ask?
I'm just checking to ensure nothing unusual has happened.
Well, I can't say it's unusual, but I did notice something. There's a Kashar researcher who's been making frequent shipments recently. Dozen of large boxes each time, if not more. When I asked him about it, he said they just contained a bunch of old worn-out machines. The Kashar used to often sell scrap machines to traveling merchants, so I didn't really think anything of it. But he's been making a lot of shipments lately. There weren't ever so many outdated machines before.
And you didn't find that suspicious?
Well, the boxes were stamped with a Matra seal. Why should I bother? Of course, I did start to wonder about the seal once, thinking that maybe they forged it or something. A man named Taj came here and told me that he'd already inspected the goods personally and ordered me to leave the researcher alone. I couldn't question his word, could I?
Possible. There must be some sort of mistake. There's no way Taj would ever... No, I won't believe it. Taj is an honorable man. Someone must be trying to frame him. Wait, I know another Matra who works with Taj. I can ask him to let us speak with Taj.
As I've already told you, I don't have any way to contact Taj. A few Eremites showed up looking for Taj yesterday, and he met with them in his office. I was standing outside of the door, and I vaguely heard them say, "Found it." Before I realized it, the door opened, and Taj left with the group of them. I noticed that he had also changed into Eremite attire. But Taj didn't come to work today, so I've also started to feel a little concerned about the whole thing. If you'd like to speak with him, maybe you can try visiting his home.
A group of Eremites? Could Taj really be the one making all the canned knowledge?
No way. Taj is just like Sino. They're considered heroes among the Matra. There's no way that he would... Fine. Looks like there's no other choice.
Hey, don't let it get to you just yet. We'll get to the bottom of this once and for all.
Let's spark things up a little.
The Temple of Wisdom!
Blitz.
I'm hit. You asked for it. Buckle up. Lights out. Judgment.
Bro!
The Dendro Archon bless us with a bountiful harvest.
So, this is Taj's place.
Well, what should we do then? Do we break?
No. Wait, the door's unlocked. Did Taj leave in a hurry? Well, anyway, we're still not sure if he's the real culprit. Probably not a good idea to go in without permission. You're right. Even if we apply for a warrant now, we won't be able to do anything until tomorrow at the earliest. This is an emergency. What's this?
It's a paper full of names written on it. Oh, and a map! Nabil, can you make any sense of this?
Yes, this is definitely Taj's handwriting. These papers look like records. These are the transactions between Taj and some other people. From the look of the numbers, the scale of this smuggling case is... The whole operation involves more than 300 people, including dozens of celebrities. These are famous scholars? I have a feeling that Sino might be unaware of what he's up against. There's no way anyone could face such a large organization on their own. You're right, that's just who he is. As for the map, it appears to indicate the location of the Court of Desolation. Let's take it to Sino and let him decide how to proceed. If Taj really has turned on his honor and committed these terrible acts, then I suspect that he might already be at the Court of Desolation as we speak. I don't want to suspect him, but I also don't know him very well. Maybe Sino will know what to do.
All right, we'll give these to Sino and see. Let's go! I'll take care of it.
Let's investigate this further.
Let's get this show on the road. Observe! Strike is one!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Flags up! Observe! Commit to memory! Your grand finale! Let's play through the loop. Here! Share my knowledge! I'll protect us.
Come a little closer.
Flags fly! And step! Committed to memory! Flags up! Observe! Strike is one!
You're in for a little shock. Surrender and be gentle. Come a little closer. Blitz.
I'll have to rephrase the request.
I got you, boss.
Well, Sino, what do you make of it?
Taj. It's been a while since I last saw him. From what I remember, he is a straight-laced man. Although he would resort to extreme measures from time to time.
So do you think he's the one behind all this?
I'm still not sure. I cannot imagine how devastating the incident with Mortada was for him. Nor can I deny the possibility that people can change. Whether it's out of love for his son or for other reasons. We have to see for ourselves to judge him. Or rather, the person he's become. That's right. It's clear that he had a hand in this case, yet he made no report of it. That's also why I need to see him. I must ask his reasoning and judge him myself. Time is ticking. Let's go.
Cara, eu gostei muito da posição do sino, velho. Ele entende a situação, mesmo sendo alguém que ele gosta, não... Pode até não acreditar totalmente, mas também não vai descartar totalmente a possibilidade. Muito interessante. Ah, essa ali foi que eu deixei. Olha o que eu tô vendo. Baú ali. Bom que tem baú a roda aqui ainda. Ué, tem... Vou até dar uma olhada aqui. Agora mesmo. Deixa eu fazer aqui, ó. Será que tem ordem isso? Parece que sim. Pouco. Quando eu voltar, ver se eu pego ela. Deixa eu mudar rapidinho. Só um pouquinho.
Leave it to me.
Desceu. Tem tempo, mas tá errado também. Tem ordem. Deixa eu ver se eu acho. Pera aí. O que deve ser a marcação daqui? Comecei dali. Pera aí. Aqui tem uma pedra. Aqui tem uma. Pera aí. Aqui tem 3. Aqui tem... Alguma coisa tem que ser marcação. E aqui? Tem alguma coisa? Não tem marcação nenhuma.
I see everything.
Pô. Ah, foi. Eu tive que ser rápido.
Wow, these will come in handy.
Time to get down to business.
Deixa eu ver o negócio no alto aqui. Peraí, não. Mas tudo é ataque normal, mas é o ataque normal dele, né? Ah, deixa assim mesmo.
The desert's a tough adversary, but at least it doesn't...
Hey!
Time to go to work.
Make yourselves at home. Help!
Try to keep up. Is that all you've got? Take that!
Let the show begin.
Esqueci que da porcaria dele.
Come a little closer.
Now you're testing my patience.
Grow, grow, grow!
Gotcha.
Look alive!
You're in for a little shock. My.
They'll protect us.
Take that!
Everyone hold hands.
Alguma coisa.
Finally,
Ah, tá.
some target practice.
Hey!
Caraca, quase.
Buckle up!
You're in for a little shock.
Spread your wings and raise a storm!
Let's
Where do you think you're going?
The Temple of Wisdom!
You're dead meat! Goodbye, but we'll meet again.
Let's dance.
I call dibs.
Pô, era aqui mesmo, só que eu... Página essa? Página o quê? A 4. Deixa eu ver aqui. 4 essa daqui, né? Deixa eu ver. 1, 2, 3, 4. Agora tá com 8. Caraca. Corta a isolação. Vou manter o grupo. Só pra ir.
So this is the Court of Desolation. Are there really any treasures buried here? Oh, Paimon's kinda nervous. Could it be dangerous?
Don't worry. You'll be safe with me.
Everyone hold hands.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Let's get it on!
You've been a naughty boy.
Hit!
Ué. Ah.
Look! These walls have definitely seen better days. Was there some sort of fight here? Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Oh.
Whoa! Is it just Paimon? Or did that passageway just rotate? It's not gonna start moving again, is it? Either way, we should be careful.
By the way.
Everyone hold hands.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Pô, maneiro, maneiro mesmo. Caraca, que maneiro. Percepção.
A passage! Hopefully that's our way
Vamos
in.
fazer lá atrás, né? Acho que vai ligar uma coisa ou outra. E ela só... Deixa eu só ver isso aqui. Ah, quando tiver que vencer um dela, pode vir. Tô tentando deixar do jeito que ela precisa.
That eye seems to be staring right at us. This place gives Paimon the creeps. You go first.
Pô, maneiro. Eu vou ter que girar de novo, eu acho. Aqui não vai. Cara, foi muito maneiro essa escada invisível, cara. Caraca, velho. Mó doideira. Ah. Mó top isso aqui.
Buckle up. Commit to memory.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Isso é 4. Maneiro. Profundezas da corte. Ih, ó o maluco aí. Agora vai ter conversa.
Taj.
Ah, Sino. It's been some time since I've seen you last. I trust you are doing well. Seeing that you've made it all the way here, you must be on the cusp of wrapping up your investigation, I presume. Even faster than I expected. Is it because you have some new partners now?
That's right. This case is nearly closed. But the most important answer still eludes me. Was it all your doing? Smuggling the canned knowledge? The research of the Court of Desolation?
Yes, it was me.
Then explain why.
That's the difficult part. Let's just say I've changed. I've become a selfish coward who only wants to pursue his own interests.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, really? The way I see it, every person will end up like me sooner or later. When you're young, you press forward, unattached, living solely for the justice in your heart. But as you begin to age, you start to become more cautious. You know many things are wrong, but still turn a blind eye to them. I was the same. I never questioned my actions until Murtada died. I could feel the justice that I once strived to uphold slowly crumbling in my heart. I was completely dedicated to all that I did, but as I grew older, I found myself feeling alone, miserable. Can you imagine what it feels like to not have the will to live? But Murtada was sent to prison by my own hands. I set myself on this painful path. My son hated me till the day he died, and now I must live with that pain and regret. I failed him as a father. But now I have a chance to make it right. A chance to reunite with him. The Court of Desolation. Here lies the key to overcoming life and death. The power to even bring the dead back to life.
So, did you already find what you needed here?
See this door behind me? Behind it lies the treasures that I seek. I'm so close, Sino. If only you hadn't arrived now, I could already have...
Enough conjecture. What has happened is already part of the past. You cannot bring the dead back to life. In the end, the treasures you seek are nothing but myths and legend.
Since you're so sure, why don't you just let me open the door and see then?
No. I sense danger behind that door. There will be dire consequences the moment you open it.
I beg you, as an old partner, can you let me fulfill my last wish just this once? Surely you get it by now. Doing your job without mercy will only drive people away from you. I'm the prime example.
I don't overthink things. If there is only one way for me to defend my principles, then that is the path I will take.
Seems there's no convincing you. All right then. Let's see if your polearm skills have improved at all. This power is mine.
Grow.
I will set things right no matter what it costs.
Surrender and be gentle.
Let the show begin.
Futile! Through me, justice is served!
Não vai fazer nada. Já foi. Meu Deus.
Your strength.
You feel it, don't you? I'm stronger than you remember. I gained new power when I entered the Court of Desolation. This is only a taste of it. Once I open the door behind me, this power will be complete. Even life and death will have no grip on me.
Uh-oh. We have to stop this guy!
I won't let you open that door.
I wouldn't be so sure. I'm afraid it won't be easy to stop me now that you're injured. Or are you ready to sacrifice your life for this?
I'll do what I have to.
I still remember when we first became partners. You were always charging forward and putting your life on the line. Just like now. Even after all this time, you still haven't changed.
You haven't changed either. You left that list of names and map in your house on purpose, didn't you? You wanted me to be able to find you here. All of this was just part of the act you were putting on. What happened just now was also part of your plan. You might have fooled those on the list. I had my suspicions from the beginning, but I couldn't be sure until we fought. If he really had changed, your fighting style wouldn't be as it was before.
Huh? What do you mean, Sino?
He never planned on opening the door. His true intention was...
What's happening?
Seems our time is running short. Let me make this quick then. After Mortada died, my spirit was crushed. For a long time, I was hoping this reality was just some terrible nightmare. I hoped I would just wake up and be able to see his smiling face again. That is when I was approached by someone who wished to collaborate and find the Court of Desolation together. I did some investigation of my own and discovered they were part of a massive organization. People from every walk of life are involved. They are relentless in their search, pouring countless more into secret research, even sacrificing lives, in hopes that the Court of Desolation would appear.
No wonder banning the research wasn't enough. A full-scale operation was already in motion.
I'm a flesh and blood human like anyone else, so I obviously hesitated and considered it. The thought of bringing my son back tugged at my heart, but in the end, I came to my senses. I knew that I could not let myself go down that path. I suddenly came to a realization amidst my suffering. The Court of Desolation, a place that once drove people to tragedy, was still doing so even centuries later. As long as this place exists, people will recklessly seek it out, just as Mortada did, generation after generation, regardless of the cost. Let it be buried beneath the sand forever. Once the Court of Desolation is gone, there will no longer be anyone obsessed with seeking it out. That's right. I acted as if I had abandoned my convictions just so that they would cooperate without raising any suspicion. This was the only way I could find and destroy this place. But that wasn't enough. I needed someone I could trust to bring the organization to justice. The Academia forbids the research of the Court of Desolation, so they would never approve my plan in the first place. To add to the problem, the organization is so powerful that they even have members working within the Academia. If I wished to destroy the organization, I couldn't just count on the Academia alone.
So, you pretended to be the one behind all this, as a test for me.
Yes. I'm sorry, but now I am assured. You haven't changed at all. You are still as you always were, fearless, and making no compromise. Anyway, this place is collapsing. You must leave now.
Wait! Aren't you leaving too? There are still loads of bad guys to catch outside!
His fate is already sealed. There is no life left inside him. He is like a candle with no more wick to burn. You planned it all from the very beginning, didn't you? Risking being treated as a traitor to collaborate with them. Sacrificing your own life to open and destroy the Court of Desolation.
Regardless, I made a grave mistake by allowing the smuggling and the research of this place. Let this be the final judgment on myself. I was always so busy with work that I never made time to fulfill Mortada's wishes. Finding this place was his biggest wish. Since I'll be reuniting with him here, I can only hope he won't have anything more to hold against me. I'll leave all those people on the list to you. Sorry for all the trouble I've caused.
There's nothing to be sorry for. We are partners. If you see Mortada, send him my greetings. Goodbye, old friend.
Dad, why are they so strict with me? I'm always the only one who gets in trouble.
Just leave me alone! Don't worry, I won't damage your precious reputation.
Alright, Dad. Let's start over. By the way, I finally found an area of research I wish to pursue. Why can't you show even a little leniency? Why?
Because we are Matra.
Desolation has.
Just as Taj said, that place had caused too many disasters and tragedies. Being buried in quicksand is its rightful end. To them, as long as there's Mora to be made, they will disregard the Academia's rules, whether it's the Court of Desolation or anything else. Their only goal is to make massive profits off of dangerous research. Taj may have set them back with the Court of Desolation, but it won't be long before they continue searching for another target. That's an opportunity that I will not let them have.
We'll help too.
Thank you, but you've already done enough. Just leave the rest to me. I will bring them to justice myself. Besides, I promised you that I would sweep away any potential danger. So, that's what I'm going to do. Wait.
Ad Astra.
We meet again. Thank you so much for all your help.
Nabil, what are you doing here?
Convicts from the desert are being escorted through Caravan Ribat, so I'm here to keep an eye on things. This should be the last group of them, so I'll be heading back to the Academia once they're cleared. The last few days have been quite the ride, but fortunately, I can say with confidence that this case is finally coming to an end. At first, the mercenary groups on the list were putting up quite a fight. They made several desperate attempts to cover up the truth. However, Cyno crossed the desert and took out their main camp overnight. After that, people on the list started to put pressure on the higher-ups within the Academia. Everyone was on edge, and the case came to a standstill.
And? Then what happened?
Well, then we received word that Taj Rudkani had sacrificed himself on the case. The Matra then moved together against the enemy. We cleared out the traitors from within the Academia and arrested all the researchers on the list. Some of them managed to get out of the Academia, but still failed to escape. The scattered criminals were captured by Cyno all across Sumeru. I even heard that someone was about to escape to Fontaine, but was still apprehended just at the border. Having more than 300 prisoners apprehended for interrogation has definitely shaken things up recently.
Is Cyno alright? He didn't get injured, did he?
He seems fine, but nobody knows the real situation. He brought over 300 suspects to judgment all on his own. Among them were even some of our former colleagues. Not just the criminals are afraid of him. Even we start feeling a little nervous when he's around now. But even if we start feeling all self-conscious, thinking if we've done anything wrong, we're still always honored to have Cyno around. By the way, are you guys here to see Cyno? I think I just saw him walking in that direction when I was on watch nearby. He was walking with someone I didn't recognize, and then before I knew it, they were nowhere to be seen. If you happen to see him, please send my regards.
Sure thing, Nabil. You be careful too. Don't let any of those bad guys escape.
Don't worry about me. If anything happens, you can find me at the Academia anytime.
Trying to single-handedly bring 300 people to justice must feel pretty exhilarating. But I can assure you this is certainly not the best solution.
I'm aware. However, I learned something unexpected during interrogation. Apparently, someone had enticed Murtada Radkani into becoming interested in researching the Court of Desolation. Murtada had lived in his father's shadow all his life. Naturally, he wanted to conduct research that would seem groundbreaking and significant. After Murtada died, The organization tried to use Taj's shame regarding his son to add him to their ranks, toying with others' minds, treating lives like dirt, and doing anything for their own interests. This makes...
Fine, I understand. This is a type of trap I've been working on which uses plants. Here, take some just in case you need them next time. If thrown into the mud, the trap will grow rapidly and disperse a pollen that has a paralyzing effect. I don't have much use for the traps these days, but maybe you will and can help me collect more testing data.
Sino! Tighnari! Oh, so Tighnari must be who Nabil saw earlier. Are you also here to see Sino?
That's right. Sino asked me to collect some medicinal herbs to treat a girl named Seemine. I also dropped by just to check for any injuries. He seems to be fine physically, but he looks a little more lonely than I remember. And Sino, relax. You don't always have to look so serious, you know? Why don't you play more Genius Invocation TCG? Kale has always been a little wary of you, and your stern expression certainly isn't helping.
How is Kale these days?
She's grown a bit taller, but her grades could use some improvement. She still made many mistakes on her last test, even after I had marked all the important content in the book for her. After some time, I plan on having her go outside more. It just so happens that I have something she can help me with.
Huh? You mean Kale is leaving Avidia Forest? What happened?
I've asked her to host some ad hoc lectures to teach the dangers of canned knowledge, as well as how to use it safely. Although we've apprehended all the criminals behind the recent smuggling case, there are many people who are still curious and seek after canned knowledge. So I decided to ask her to work on increasing knowledge and awareness on the topic. Please be sure to keep an eye on her.
I will.
If anything else happens, the three of you can find me in the Avidia Forest. Take care.
I've already caught those who were preparing to attack you in secret. Even if some criminals did slip through our fingers, they wouldn't know that you were involved in the case. So you can relax.
But what about you, Sino?
It's still not time for me to rest yet. Those who died have fulfilled their wishes, but those who are alive must continue pressing forward. I've been thinking about what Taj said in the Court of Desolation these last few days. His words were not empty. People do change. And no, I just hope my own change will come slowly, so that I can press on a little further. That way, those who see me as their superior, and those who are following in my footsteps, just as I gained courage from my own superiors, and my partner. I'll be fine. I'm also enjoying my chat with you right now, you know. There are many things I feel better about once I start to talk about them. Many people want to go to the desert to offer condolences for Taj, but I didn't share details with anyone. One day, I'll gather some flowers that grow in arid desert conditions. And then, I was hoping you'd join me in planting them on the remains of the Court of Desolation. By the way, something strange happened a few days ago. A merchant approached me and requested that I cover the cost of a desert travel kit. 1,250,000 mora. I didn't remember owing anyone mora, especially not that kind of amount. So I arrested the merchant, on charges of provocation and disturbing the peace. Do you know anything about this?
Nope. Paimon has no idea what that could be.